So Memphis will get the first possession. Here's Mikan. There's the killer two-handed slam.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Shot's good from Young.
Trae Young does not need much time or space.
Here's Kuzi, defended by Young. Kuzi passes to Bird. That's tipped, and he recovers it, and the basket is good. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Pass to Hackett. Another three for Atlanta.
And that's his game. Ignore the D. Focus on what you do and knock down that triple.
Here's Kuzi, defended by Young. Garnett with the screen for Bird. They double-team Bird. 5 to shoot. Here's Mikan, covered by Okongwu. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blower.
And Kuzi, just an all-around talent. Superb passer who also rebounds well at his position. And guess what, folks? He can also score with the best of them.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter.
It feels like he can take on anyone on the inside. Hardaway Jr. loved the aggressive attitude there.
First trip to the line for him here.
Tim Hardaway Jr. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Dominique Wilkins, he's checked in for Memphis. Hardaway hits them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Spins. Here's Mikan. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, he just has such great command of that area of the floor. Mikan puts just as much effort into his offensive rebounding as he does at the other end.
A somewhat sporadic three-point shooter, but he's able to knock that one down.
Wilkins against Hardaway. Wilkins, no good.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him. It's a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Okongwu a screen. Hardaway, no good.
Well, due for a miss after 4 of 5 to begin this one.
Irving passes to Wilkins. Floats one. It's deflected. Fast break for Hawks. Unloads. Hawkes can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Fader on the way. The kick out to Irving. And the 3 off target.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Young for 3. Hernangomez. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 3rd assist on the night. What a luxury, Brent, it is to have Trae Young head up this team.
Unbelievable, just a walking bucket, and there's nights where you could just expect something special is coming at the hands of Trae Young. So much success in the early part of his career, and he hasn't slowed down.
And Memphis making a change here. Brown's checked in. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's the 3. Okongwu grabs the board.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Now, here is Bird. 17 points in his last outing. Here's Mikan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hawks.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Jaquez the pass to Okongwu. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Well, it's really important for Tim Hardaway Jr. to find some more consistency from the three-point line.
Here's Bird. He trains the quick shot. Bird's got 6 points.
He is just so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then use that beautiful spin to just blow by you.
That bucket in no time at all.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Here's Brown. Lays it up and banks it in.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Jaquez can't hit.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now, here is Young. He has 6. Hardaway from outside. Hits it from three-point range. Hardaway's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Hawks. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Now with 2 fouls here in the first quarter, everything changes for him. He's got to be more careful on defense.
The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2 shots.
The first one falls. And Brown drops them both. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 8-point game. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
It looked like the directive in that game was that they wanted to attack, and all that work that they put in on the perimeter turned into a big night for deep.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Hawks lead by 10. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Black is out there with Murray. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Hernan Gomez in a power forward.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. And finish off by Hernan Gomez.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
The coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And it's blocked.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger. He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Pass to Pettit to end the run. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Pettit's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Murray, no good.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted. Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Okongwu with it. Now Pierce defending. From deep, Hernan Gomez. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. You know, bro, we know how intense NBA practices can get, but how often do tempers boil over?
Well, practices are where you improve, and it's also a chance for guys who are on the bench to let the coaches know they're ready for more minutes. So that competitive environment is going to cause some dust-ups, and Trust me, Kevin, you don't hear about most of the things that go on behind closed doors.
Garnett, he's checked in for Memphis. Irving comes in for Brown.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
It's his first trip to the line.
And how about last season? Made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. Just get big guys on the floor.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The Hawks have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies trail by 14. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Now, among the changes this year is the NBA is granting coaches a second challenge if their first one is successful. Now, coaches had been hesitant to use their one challenge earlier in games, even when calls seemed pretty clearly to have been missed. Downside to a second challenge, more stoppages, but the league may look at other measures to help keep the game moving. Kevin?
Yeah, I like that, D.A. A lot of things to consider. Thanks. Murray. It's rebounded by Memphis. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, I saw the box score of that game the next day, and I thought, wow, that's a huge scoring night. Pretty impressive stuff there. Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Passes it to Okongwu. Here's Jaquez. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Irving double team. Just 4 to shoot. Murray, no good.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Here's Hernan Gomez. Murray with the defensive effort.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
It's Pierce on the wing. The pass to Garnett. Over Hernan Gomez. And they recover it.
And when Garnett gets it that deep, the D is at his mercy. How about the extension when he's able to get up on that low block?
Here's Murray. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
So timeout call here. The first for Memphis. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Trae Young.
And you can see how valuable he is to the team with the amount of offense that he generates. Rarely is there a bucket where he didn't have a hand in creating it.
1:27 left in the first half. Irving passes to Bird. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And it's 8 points for Larry Bird.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Garnett outside. Over Hernan Gomez. Garnett can't get it to go. Murray against Garnett. It's good from the top of the key. And the Hawks lead by 13.
Murray not too bad at creating his own offense off the dribble.
Puts the move on. Nice jump shot. Good. Bird's got 4 this quarter.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Jaquez can't hit.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bird outside. There's the triple. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
At the line for the Grizzlies.
For Memphis, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. Free throw good. Bird.
Yeah, and every generation or so, a player comes along who can be considered a true superstar. Folks, that's Larry Bird. And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Here's Black, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Here's Hackett. Beat the clock. Count it! He caught it!
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity, and boom.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter, too, with some confidence.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. 13 points up at the end of the period. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. With Quinn Snyder, Coach, great offense in the first half. What made it possible?
I think we're executing pretty well. Moving them around a little bit with some fakes, and guys are just playing aggressive as much as anything. But if we get a few more stops.
It's been good so far, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Well, I think for Memphis, this is a game they should win. On paper, it's not really that competitive. But you know what? They still have to prove it on the floor.
It's a gimme, Kenny. If they lose this, I'll eat my suit.
Eat your suit. That's a hefty meal right there.
Now let's talk about that first half. It's been a runaway success for the Atlanta Hawks.
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show it.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The Hawks leading by 13, so on the floor for Memphis. We've got Bird, he's out there with Garnett, and it's Kuzi in at the point. Okongwu, and it's Okongwu slamming it down.
And look at that, the vision is why Trae Young can get you double-digit assists.
Here's Kuzi, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. 17 points was their biggest margin. Murray outside. Pass to Young. A three-pointer off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 13, and Trae Young gets the whistle that time.
Side out.
And that'll be his third foul so far.
It's still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Here's Garnett. No scoring in this one. Offensive rebound, Irving.
Such a rangy defender, DeJounte Murray, using that length. It gives him an edge defensively.
That three off the mark. Memphis has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Kuzi passes to Bird. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Young dishes to Murray. Over Irving. Murray, no good.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Bird kicks to Garnett. Pass to Kuzi. Down low. Here's Bird. That shot misses. Johnson with some nice D.
Might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half.
And good that time.
Murray has worked a ton on that jumper, and you can see the results.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Here's Garnett. He kicks it to Bird. That's good, and so Garnett with the assist. 14 points for Larry Bird.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Young with the steal. There's the three. Another three for Atlanta.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. You take a look at Hunter, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Trae Young, also someone that shoots at such a high percentage, top 5 in the league.
As well as these two shot the ball, it was a nightmare situation for a defender guarding either one of them. It's so hard to stop them from getting their shots off.
And it's slammed in by Garnett.
And how about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Well, the great thing in the NBA is the unknown. On any given night, you don't know who'll come out on top. And even coaches like Steve Kerr know it. He said, it's really hard to win an NBA game. The difference between losing and winning is like that. Kevin?
Oh, a game of inches, right, David? Just as you're showing us, a game of inches. Thanks.
What growth from DeJounte Murray since coming into the league. Started as a role player, turned himself into an all-star.
Passes it to Bird. Puts it up from 12. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray. Murray's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Johnson's shot is off.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
They get it back. Out to Bird. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
But he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
And here's Hernan Gomez outside. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 6 assists here tonight. And there's the pass to Bird. Pulls it up. Bird can't get that one to fall. The Hawks leading by 20. Young for 3. And here's Hernan Gomez outside. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor. Irving passes to Bird. Oh, drew the foul. Almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Hawks.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Dominique Wilkins is checked in for Irving. Here's Murray, and the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
On the wing, Bird looks for Garnett. He gets it to him. Pass to Mikan. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but it looks like it was on the way down.
We've got 1:13 left here in the 3rd quarter. Young pass to Hernan Gomez. And finish off by Hernan Gomez.
Pushing the action, getting others involved, He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It made you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Bird nails the wide-open jump shot. Bird's got 21.
Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point, he's going to need some help.
Pass to Murray. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Pierce. The Grizzlies trail by 20. Here's Kuzi. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Irving's checked in for Bird.
Grizzlies substitution. Number 23, Kyrie Irving.
For Atlanta, they've gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
Grizzlies substitution. Number 21, Kevin Garnett.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Johnson against Pierce. Johnson, the pass to Hernan Gomez. The Hawks again can't hit. Pierce inside the three-point line. That's good, and so Garnett with the assist. Garnett's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we'll be right back after this. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Quinn Snyder.
Let's just keep playing with the same intensity, okay? On misses, you guys really run in space. Anyone?
Well, he's trying to get them to maintain that edge right now.
And solid advice from Coach Snyder, wanting his squad to remain engaged.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. In the backcourt, it's the stars Young and Murray. Then there's Cam Johnson. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
They grab their own miss, and it's sent back by Okongwu. Young finds Okongwu. Here's Hernan Gomez. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Wilkins wide open, and he fires. Again, Wilkins missing.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
For 3, Wilkins. Again, Wilkins missing.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And another miss by Memphis.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
He had a nice open look right there. Hernan Gomez has got 13 points here in the second half alone. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
Out of bounds. Grizzlies ball. Checking in for the Grizzlies, George Michael, Fred Brad.
Here's Garnett, and it's slammed in by Garnett.
Boy, that has to be a relief, ending a 14-0 run by Atlanta.
Young looking around. Johnson for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Irving with the ball. Outguarded by Murray. And it's in there.
The master from the mid-range. You just assume Irving is going to drill that shot every time.
Young for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Pierce has got his 4th rebound in this one. A nice shot by Brown.
He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
And that one is good.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Murray against Irving. And it's good for 2.
Kyrie constantly beating his defenders and so good in those tight quarters with the basketball.
And Young kicks to Hernan Gomez. Free throw line jump shot. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
You know what? That's a shot that great players can make.
Outside Irving. Goes up on the high post. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Pure shooting form shown by Kyrie on that one. Lets the ball just roll off the fingertips.
Hernan Gomez with a screen on Brown. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. And Memphis making a change here.
Larry Bird, Bob Cousy.
Here's Garnett going inside. Banked in off the glass.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation. That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And the action on hold, as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
Yeah, it reminds you of what's really important. Health, number 1. Everything else comes after that.
Grizzlies substitution. Number 9, Bob Pettit. Let's give him a round of applause. Once again, your ATL dancer.
Memphis has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And it's the Hawks ball.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Hawks.
There was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Trae Young.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way, too.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
10 seconds. Team 20. At the line for the Grizzlies, Larry Bird taking 3 shots.
3 shots. 3 shots.
Free throw good, Bird. Good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. 27 seconds left in the 4th quarter. It's good from long range.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Now, here is Young. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Trey, you guys had a look in your eyes tonight, so how satisfying was this win?
I mean, it feels great. It feels great getting a win.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.